Hi guys, welcome back. I know that this isn't the most professional YouTube video I've ever done, but like I said on this channel, I kind of want to keep it real. I do also want to apologize for the terrible lighting. I have a huge window right here, and this is the only angle at which I can record currently. I also have my bird right here, who is going to be loud while I'm talking, so if you hear squawking or chittering or tapping or anything, that's gonna be what it's from. Anyways, I basically just wanted to get on here and update everybody, let y'all know that, step up, now be quiet, be quiet. But I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm still alive. I'm just trying to figure things out currently. As you can tell, I probably look very tired. Been having some issues just with some personal life stuff, not only at work, but not really with people at home, but just at home in general. And I've been having some issues with my mental health. So one thing I wanted to bring up is, even as an elf, we're allowed to have struggles, we're allowed to have mental health issues. I suffer with something called Cptsd. It's complex PTSD, and I'm not sure if a lot of people really know what that is. I'm not sure if it's a newer form of PTSD or if it's just one that people have been diagnosing more often now since they've found out more about it. But basically, CPTSD is a type of PTSD that usually stems from a traumatic childhood event that happened, and it's just something that keeps basically making triggers and keeps developing even from that one childhood event. Usually PTSD, it just stems around one specific event or a couple of specific events, whereas with CPTSD, as far as I've been explained and understand, it stems from a childhood trauma and it continues to develop as a person gets older. It's not technically considered a neurodivergency, but it's close enough that, in my opinion, I think it should be. But I've been dealing with a lot of flare-ups through that, which causes, for me at least, it can cause emotional regulation issues, it can cause lack of sleep, it can cause horrendous nightmares, which also causes lack of sleep, it can just cause headaches, fatigue, lots of different things, outbursts. It can cause sensory processing issues, overstimulation, shutting down, becoming mute. It can cause a lot of stuff, and it sucks a lot of the time because I have these issues and a lot of people don't really understand what's going on. They just think that I'm being rude or I'm being mean or I'm just not a nice person, or they judge me because I'm stuck in a really tough place where I'm not really understood. It's not really something that I talk about openly with people because I don't think it's something that I need to talk about openly with people. I really just honestly think people should be more understanding. I try and be fitting and understanding for everybody, no matter what their circumstances or situations are, but I know that that's not always going to be extended towards me, and I try to even be understanding of that as well. However, even as an elf, being understanding all the time can sometimes hurt, and sometimes it's hard to be understanding when nobody's understanding, and even being understanding when people aren't understanding, and knowing where they're coming from not being understanding. Another thing that, not sure if I've mentioned, but another thing that I also struggle with is an eating disorder. I have a binge eating disorder, and it's really bad. It's kind of a binge purge. It's more of a binge rather than a binge purge, but I do still have purge times, and usually when they do frequent, it's usually lasts for a few days to a few weeks even, where I eat very little because I get very sick. But yeah, I have an issue with food control, which can also come back to the PTSD or my CPTSD. I usually have a lot of very bad emotional coping skills, which affects my eating habits, and so I do binge eat. Um, I'm not sure if you can tell on camera. Sorry, bird. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera. I am overweight, and it's something I struggled with my whole life because my family never taught me good nutrition. They never taught me how to take care of myself, and so I have been slightly overweight all my life. And it's been worse into my adult years, especially since I've had a whole bunch of relapse with my PTSD and my mental health and a couple of other things. We're also trying to get some other diagnoses figured out as well. It's really hard to get diagnoses though, even living in the USA where healthcare and stuff is still, I mean, not exactly easily accessible, but even though we're healthcare, you know, most people with jobs, at least as far as I know, most people with jobs can pay for some form of healthcare. It can still be hard because it's expensive. And even paying for healthcare, it's super expensive for me to go and talk to a doctor about those other diagnoses. But I'm working with what I know, and I want to let everybody know that this is a normal thing. Even as an elf who is supposed to be, will you be quiet? I love you, but I need you to be quiet. Even as being this, you know, nature-loving, supposed to be this elegant, beautiful, perceived creature, being, or whatever you want to consider an elf, it can be really hard sometimes. I mean, I'm not going to say we're all human because we're not all human, and our souls are derived from different things. Some people belong to the stars. Some people belong to the human race. Some people come from nature. Some people just come from the elements. Our souls are all crafted and forged from different things. And so I don't like the term, well, we're all human, even though I do understand and know what that term means. I don't like it. Basically, I figure I like the term, well, everybody makes mistakes, because that's more inclusive to everybody, even the people who don't consider themselves humans, especially to people who consider themselves fae or fairy or, I don't know, people who actually consider themselves hobbits or even dwarfs or what's another one, orcs, or I don't know, because I know everybody has different pronouns, sexualities, you know, what would it be? Origins, where they come from, ethnicities, races, just anything. I don't want segregation. I want everybody to feel included. And I really want people with mental health issues to feel included too. No matter who you are, where you come from, what your backstory is, it doesn't matter. I just want everybody to know elves struggle too. I mean, I know people like to look at us and think that we're like above everything else, but sometimes we can be just as broken. So I just kind of wanted to come on here and just talk a little bit about that and let everybody know why I've been gone for so long. I am technically currently trying to take a social media break. It can be a little bit hard at times because that's usually how I talk to most of the people I stay in touch with, is through social media. But I am trying my best to take a social media break and learn to do my hobbies again and just enjoy life. So I might not be on for a while, but you might see videos and stuff posted from me, at least as much as I can be. I might try to get back on. I am trying to do TikTok. It's not exactly working out so well, but I'm trying to do TikTok and Instagram, so we might see if I might just do those and then just post and then take a break while not scrolling through. But I just wanted to give a little bit of an update on the YouTube channel, and hopefully I might have another